Welcome, everybody, to Generation Dan, the only podcast where your cousin forgot he's not here and he was supposed to bring the turkey, and now Thanksgiving is ruined. I'm Atlas Novak. I'm your millennial. Who else is here with me?
I'm Dino the Genetic Marvel, and I'll tell you, I am missing that turkey. No, that's fair.
And he's here, and Reagan J is not. He was supposed to be here.
We haven't even started, and Jim posted, ICE needs to start deporting Canadians to have some island in the middle of the Pacific where they bring their perverted ideas of Thanksgiving to the United States of America.
We haven't even started yet. I love you, Jim.
Jim, you're a hero. That's fine.
Wait, I have to reread this because it's so dense. Hang on.
Yeah.
Start deporting Canadians to some island in the middle of the Pacific.
Yes.
Before they bring. Okay, got it. Okay.
Yeah. It's preemptively get rid of them. Yeah, that makes sense. Good morning, Atlas. Or good afternoon. How are you today?
I'm good. It's a nice, cool morning here in LA. The rain has stopped.
Similarly, it is a nice, warm day here in Charleston, South Carolina. So it was a weird. Yes, the Canadians are colonizers. That's factual. That's right.
Hey, and we'll colonize. I haven't seen you in a long time. How you been?
Yeah. So Victoria got me a new shirt. It's M. Bison.
Oh my God. You are very M. Bison coded as a person.
I feel like I am. So we're now I drove. So on Friday I drove to Cleveland, which oddly enough, the amount of time it took me in Canada to get to the border, which is a 2-hour drive, took me longer than it took to get from Buffalo to Cleveland. So it was like 8 hours of driving.
Okay.
And then yesterday, we started at about 10 o'clock in the morning, and we got from Cleveland to South Carolina. We got here at like 11 o'clock. So,
wow. And now that he's in the American South, I want people to pay attention. Is Dino going to slowly turn into like a simple country lawyer by the end of the episode? Let's find out.
Hold on 1 second. Somebody brought water. 1 second.
Oh my God. Okay. So, it's the week of Thanksgiving here in the United States, as it fucking should be. Now, as it should be, quote unquote, we fight about every year.
Sorry about that.
Nothing, just me filling the airtime. The week of Thanksgiving here in the U.S., and it has turned into the fight that we all have every year, which is, why don't I get the full week of Thanksgiving off versus why do you only give me Wednesday, Thursday, Friday? Everybody should have the full week.
Listen, I feel like we've messed up from the get-go. Work should be 2 or 3 days a week. 3 days for those ambitious people, 2 days for everyone who's normal. You could get a side gig that's an extra day per week. And then, 4 to 5 days a week is vacation. I feel like that's what should be happening. So
put this man in charge of everything.
He's
got some idea.
In charge of everything. Okay. It's right here. Okay.
Yeah. He's going to turn into the what's it called? Where he turns into a missile.
Yeah. I feel so. Also, too, we've talked about this before. You've shot a gun before, yes?
Yes.
Okay. And it is a wild. You do it, and you're like, oh, a lot more makes sense now because it is an awesome experience. Same thing, like riding a horse. You're like, oh, I am such a man right now, right? So
I don't know.
Yeah.
My sister was a horse girl growing up, so I never really associated riding a horse with masculinity very much.
So horse girls, I get you. When you ride a horse as a man, it is a different experience, okay? So think about it this way: I am on a horse, I now have 2 penises. If I have a gun, I have 4 penises. But I'll tell you this much so we're in South Carolina, we're right on the harbor, in a resort, and outside of where we had breakfast was the USS Yorkton, which is a aircraft carrier. And I'll tell you, we went on a tour before this. And I'm like, bro, that is like riding a chariot of horses. I'm like, I thought I was going to I had such a huge, just raging boner the whole time. It was was a wild experience.
If there are people out there who do Generation Dan fan art, if you do Dino with 4 penises, I'm going to be livid at you.
Possibly 8. Like,
oh,
yeah.
I thought it was just like 5 or whatever.
And honestly, because all of the guns are massive, they showed one of the cannons that's been like decommissioned as like a memorial after World War II. And I took a video of it. It was really cool, and it showed the bullets that it used. And me having gigantic, ridiculous, like Mickey Mouse hands, it was 1.5 of my hands, and I'm like, bro, can you imagine? Like, whatever that hits, it disintegrates. It just turns into dust. Yeah.
Those like, I watched this short documentary on the. Do you know the Bismarck, the German ship during World War II? So like the hunting down of it, where they're like, because it wasn't about can we defeat the Bismarck, because it was this like giant ass boat. Like it was more about can we catch it in time before it gets into the Atlantic, because then we're gonna have a problem. And they did, and how they ended up sinking it was a bunch of like British airmen in these outdated planes with like cloth skins over metal that managed to like that's what ended up disabling the steering so that everybody else who was around it could sink the ship. It was so weird.
Hey Gustavo, how are you? In all honesty, like this is the weird thing is like they also have a Vietnam display with a bunch of helicopters, and they have planes on the upper deck of the aircraft carrier.
Right.
Like one of them is like a proper F-14, like a Tomcat. And like I'm like, this is Starscream. I'm looking at Starscream from the Transformers. Coolest thing ever. You look at it and you're like, so I got in, it was a F9 F Phantom. It was a small, and you were able to get in it, which I was surprised. I did get in it, but also like my eyes were right in line with like the cage that would close. So I'd be like this and flying it.
Oh,
it was super cool.
I can't believe they let you get it. That's the same energy as do you remember before 9/11 when they would let you like go into the cockpit if you were a kid?
Yeah.
Right? And there was always the one kid who was like, dude, you're 14, get out of here. Like
yeah.
That's the energy I'm getting from that.
I tried to do it when I was 25, but they're like, no. I'm like, can I have a set of wings? They're like, no, you can get a job. And I'm like, sucks, bro. But yeah, no, it was a really cool display. They had a bunch of helicopters. They had one of the Blue Angels was on the tarmac on the aircraft carrier too.
Yeah.
It was like, honestly, and there's a lot of veterans walking around and they're just like itching for you to ask them any question. They're like, I know that stuff. Like it's very, I liked it. It was very cool.
I just finished watching that show Boots. Have you seen that?
No, I want to. Is it good?
It is good. It's so one of my co-teacher at my school recommended it to me, and it's like a gay kid who signs up to be a Marine right before Don't Ask, Don't Tell becomes a thing. And it's like, woof. It's a really good show. But they finished the first season, and like they just finished their like the boot camp.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, the Gulf War is starting. Well, fuck. So it's that, and then I'm like, you finish a season of something you like on Netflix. When is season 2 coming out? Hasn't been renewed yet.
Oh,
and it's not that it hasn't been. It's not like, okay, we canceled it. It's just
just waiting. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, there's this weird thing. There's a lot of shows that have been canceled after the first season where you're like Santa Clarita Diet, which was.
I'm still mad about that.
Oh, hey, and you have every right to be enraged. Yeah. Okay. The fact that it's not being renewed, and the thing is, the stuff that gets renewed for 8 seasons sucks. You're like, why? Yeah. Why are we watching this shit?
Why?
Yeah, you finished the 13 reasons. We're done.
Yeah.
Just walk away.
13 more reasons why. No, we don't need a Prison Break season 2. That kind of shit. Like where the premise runs out, you can stop.
You broke out of the prison. That's it. That's the show. Enjoy your success. You're finished. It's quite ridiculous. I have a hard time, in all honesty, going through it. Like someone once told me was the male equivalent of just becoming a stripper outside of high school is joining the military, where you're like, I have no skills. I just got to go do stuff.
That seems pretty accurate. Here, this is the Thanksgiving part of this. So I think a lot of like how the military avoids doing drafts, which were very unpopular.
Yeah.
See the draft riots during the Civil War or all the stuff for Vietnam. Avoids drafts by basically making the military socialism. It's like, we will let you go to college for free.
Yeah.
I'm hauling ICE agents around looking for Canadians right now. Oh, Jim. So like, let you go to college for free, get a pension, all that stuff. But you have to like be in the military, and better hope we don't get into a war or whatever the thing is. And like a couple of my students were like, wanting to join the military and being from working class backgrounds. I totally get it. That's completely understandable that might be your only option for upward mobility, but also probably a bad time to get into the military with the people in charge right now.
Two things. I don't think there's ever a great time to join the military because
correct.
It's counterproductive. Listen, you're joining the military. You're not there to learn how to file paperwork. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you're in the United States. This is worse than I thought.
Yeah, he is.
Hey, I'm not just in the United States.
No.
I have an aircraft carrier in my backyard, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Don't come to me, Jim. Trust me, you'll regret it. The guns on this thing. Yeah. There was one part
you're even in the state that started the Civil War, too. Like,
I mean, I knew I liked it down here.
Woof. Yeah. Okay, sorry, we got sidetracked. What about the military? Yeah.
Like, in all honesty, though, like, there's number one, being on the ship. I'm like, oh yeah, it's got to be all dudes. I get it. I get why there's the keeping them separate, because I'm like, in all honesty, it's a weird environment. Like, just we're walking through the main hangar underneath, where like I'm assuming they would maintain planes and stuff like that, and store stuff. And I'm just like, these are very confined. It's very much like a machine shop where you're just like, no, you need to fart, scratch your balls, and you're doing stuff. You're constantly like, things are happening. You can't be distracted by things. He's going to start putting gravy on everything. That's fair.
Yeah. I mean, it's the kind of, it's like that trope also where like they're on shore leave or whatever. I guess this only really works for the Navy. And it's like, yoo-hoo boys, like that kind of thing.
100%. Even so, they even asked me, they're like, "Are you military anywhere else?" I'm like, "No, I don't fit in the uniforms." She started laughing. She's like, "That's probably true." Like,
"Are you military?" "I'm Canadian, eh?" That's all you have to say. Like,
no duty booted. Yeah, no, it's fine. Yeah. They were really nice. They honestly, it was a very cool experience. Like, so far being in the States, also your commercials are extremely targeted. Like,
yes.
So I've already, so let's say I landed, I drove into Charleston last night. I've tagged like one reel being in Charleston because I'm about a day behind in all my social media.
Yeah.
And I've already been followed by the Charleston community. And I'm like, all right. And they're like,
your
they're already
physically there. So like, it starts getting sent to those.
I'm getting all sorts of stuff. And they're like, "Hey, you should move to Charleston. Here's some real estate." So I'm like, what just happened, bro? Like, it's quite aggressive.
It very much reminds me of this is like a college humor thing that I'm sending you. It's like a political ad for one guy, like just to get one guy to vote for that.
In all honesty, that is something that I could totally political ad to persuade one specific. 100%.
Yeah,
that is a real thing. Yeah,
and especially like now with like the AI stuff where it's tracking your eyeballs and stuff. I guarantee you, this is like a couple of years away. Like when that bubble bursts, this is going to be the thing left, which is like how to target ads even more, right?
Do you remember in Minority Report where it would scan your eyeball and then say, "Hey, Mr. So-and-so, you've been missing out on this." And you're like, that's it. Yeah. Like, that's what's going to happen.
Pretty much it. We're already getting to the Minority Report stuff where like the cops are pulling people over because like there's cameras everywhere now. And like they're using like AI to track patterns. Like, why do you go through this neighborhood every day when you don't live here? I'm like, to commute. What are you talking about? By like
That's
scanning
messed
the
up.
license plate, and because it's the cops, they're gonna do some dumb shit. I know what I'm calling this episode, so
But
that's cool. Kitchen table issues. Like this is the kind of stuff we talk about at Thanksgiving. Yeah.
and, like, yeah.
Yeah.
So if one of us has to start a fight or something. That's fair.
Yeah, totally. Well, because like, okay, so it's the week of Thanksgiving in
Happy
the
turn.
U.S. and like there's all these memes going around about like Zoran Mandani going to visit Trump, and like they kept trying to set Trump up to like rip on Mamdani for the mainstream media to
Of course.
decry socialism or whatever, and
Of course.
because Trump is suffering from dementia, if a person is nice to him, he's like, oh, I like him, he's a nice guy. It like completely kind of ruins the media narrative, and everyone's like, can we have Thanksgiving now? Can I go over to my parents now so I can show them this and talk about this?
I'm a firm believer that at this point, the cost of getting the presidency is about 2 years in, you get dementia. That's just how it's tracking over the last few years.
Reagan, Woodrow Wilson. Who else got dementia?
Biden, who's barely even there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. If you look at everything,
it ages you a lot. Like you looked at the photos of Obama in 08 versus 16. Jesus, yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't supposed to age until another 20 years. Okay, that's just factual. That's just how. Listen, Asian don't raisin, black don't crack. These are scientific facts, people.
It's
trust the science.
Yeah, it's stressful. It's a stressful job. I get it.
The weird thing is, though, the fact that, let's be honest, is that certain presidents, when they have rocked the boat a little too much or rocked it in a way that someone didn't like, suddenly you're like, oh, how come they've become a pussycat all of a sudden? They're not doing anything. Like, there's not, all of a sudden they're backtracking and everything. And you're like, bro, I feel like you can get infected with anything. Like, you know what? We're infecting you with dementia. How do you like that? And they're like, no, I'll be nice. Like, listen, you're getting it. Asian don't raisin unless you're an athlete. I mean, so we've been watching. We just finished watching this show called Physical Asia. So a little while ago on Netflix was Physical 100, which was all based in South Korea, and it was all athletes against each other to who could be the best. Okay, and there was a prize money at the end. So the new one is called Physical Asia, and it was teams of South Korea, Japan, Mongolia, Australia was included, Thailand, Indonesia.
Okay, I love the idea of like it's a bunch of Asian people, and then the one Australian guy who's like 6'2" being like, "Oi, mate, why am I with all these other people?" Like,
hey, Australia didn't win, but they were terrifying all the same time.
Understandable, yeah.
So like it was a weird, Team Mongolia. Oh yeah, there's 100%. Mongolia though, like it was the coolest thing to watch the countries, but also like all the athletes were very respectful. And it's like Manny Pacquiao was involved, so the Philippines was there as well.
Okay,
it was really cool. But also, like, there's a few athletes on there that are like the peak athlete type guy. One guy, he's a Japanese baseball player. His nickname.
It's not Otani, is it?
No. Okay. It's Yoshio Itoi. He's my height. He's 97 kilos, so he's like 215 pounds.
Okay.
Ripped to shreds. He's beautiful. Hey, this is the thing is everyone's talking to him or they're discussing him as if he's like an old guy, okay? Because he's got a very good tan, but it looks like his skin is very weathered. Okay.
Amen.
He's 1 year younger than I am. Okay, Atlas? He's younger than me. I have a real big problem with this. But
yeah, I get the feeling like when you start saying like I've started getting that where like a lot of these celebrities are younger than me, which is already kind of starting to bother me. But my dad told me when the doctors started being younger than you is when you started feeling really old. Wow, this guy is
he's beautiful. Yeah.
That's he's very, it's like the Chad meme with the huge chin.
100%.
Yeah.
It's the Japanese Giga Chad. Yeah.
Team Japan on Physical Asia.
Yeah.
The franchise's expansion continue with plans for local adaptations in other territories, including the U.S., Italy, and Sweden. God
Hey,
damn.
I'll tell you right now, it is,
Yeah.
and also it's like watching American
He's
Gladiators.
44. Holy shit.
Yeah,
That's nuts.
Yeah, listen. Hey,
Yeah.
it's like watching American Gladiators where everyone is a gladiator. Like
Ah.
these people are peak physical specimens. One guy, okay, his name,
And we very much are not.
Oh, I looked at a lot of the women. I'm like, I would kill for a body like that. Kill for it. Because so some of the women were CrossFitters. One lady was a professional cheerleader. Now she's a fitness influencer. They did this weird thing where you had to hang on 4 rings that were held up by cloth. And at some point you couldn't cross your legs. Then you had to only have one arm up. She lasted for like 2 hours and 40 minutes, Atlas, standing,
Oh my
just
God.
hanging. Hey, she was crying, but she was going, like she didn't stop. On Team Mongolia, there's a guy who looks like Mongolian Legolas. Okay, like that's the only way I can explain it. He's also a gymnast from Cirque du Soleil. One of his big things is he balances on chairs that are 10 meters high. Okay, like it's a stack of chairs, and then he balances on top of them. This guy did the same thing, and everyone just dropped after 2 hours. She's like, oh, I guess I can stop. Okay. It was like he was weightless. It was the weirdest thing. Okay. I'm kind of scared now. You should be. Mongolian Legolas. Yeah, it's 100% watch it because number one,
fan artist, that's something you can do. You can do Mongolian Legolas. No Dino with 4 penises, okay?
I mean, only 8 penises, but it's fine. But yeah, the weird thing is that, like, if you watch it, you're like, this is awesome. But then also you immediately feel bad because you're like, I need to do more with my health. I need to be more active. Because you're like, it's jarring. And then you see, like, there was a strongman on there who is the coolest. So there's a picture going around. It's a brown bear, and he's hugging a polar bear and a panda. It's from it's a bear cartoon thing. So it's a brown bear in the middle, and he's holding a panda and a polar bear. And the facial expression, that's the one. Okay.
Yeah.
So the brown bear is this guy. His name is Eddie Williams. He's from Australia. He's a strongman. He's a tank. Okay. Like he's unbelievably, he's my height, how much I weighed as a fat guy, but as a strongman. Okay. Like he's huge.
So the one who was on who's a
Australian team.
Fullback? No, okay, different guy. This is there's an Eddie Williams who plays American football.
So Eddie Williams, strongman.
Strongman.
And on Instagram, it's Eddie Joe Williams.
The Samoan strongman lifting his faith, blah, blah, blah. This guy.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
He is 100% just a positive vibe. And he's just always smiling and just happy. However, at the same time, like he could pick up the side of a van and just tip it over. Like he's a monster. Okay.
So I'm imagining like Refrigerator Perry meets like
with more smiles.
Just someone, yeah.
Well, anyways, but the point is this: is that he hangs out with the. Can you grab my keys or my rings? So the funny thing is that there's a Korean heavyweight guy who's a wrestler, and then there was also a Mongolian guy. So all the big guys kind of hung out with each other because big guys do that. And it honestly just looks like he would hug them and they're like, this is uncomfortable. And it looked like the panda and the polar bear. It's the funniest shit you've ever seen. Because he's Australian. They're just like, I'm just happy I am not dead. You're like, I'm good. Yeah. Also, it's all criminal food in Australia. All of it. It's all prison food. It's just the science.
Got a good sense of humor, that guy.
I mean, hey, you know what? He is honestly one of the coolest. It was such a great show, and now like they're all doing social media together because they just became friends, right? Some of the teams you were like, I hope they lose. I can't wait for them to lose. But most of the teams, you're just like, man, like the amount of competitiveness that they were going through made me feel bad about my physical journey. I'll tell you that. So I was like, oh, like I need to eat better food.
I don't know. I always think like there's an early episode of Scrubs where Dr. Cox is trying to get Turk to work out with him. And very early in the thing, he's like, the key to my physique is one simple truth. I hate my body. The second you look in the mirror and like what you see, you've lost the battle. And then, and I think about that a lot because, yes, I get it if you're trying to be like, jacked or ripped or whatever.
Sure.
I'm just trying to be like, not a flabby piece of shit. Like, there's
I think that's step one. You know what? Because in all honesty, becoming a non-flabby piece of shit, I feel like is a huge achievement as a human being.
Yeah, totally.
You
especially in a world where you have food deserts and like everything has sugar in it. Like it's very hard to eat well, especially when you're poor. Like,
oh yeah.
Listen,
this is one of the things that hilariously a lot of the my algorithm is based on like diet and how you can make things better, right?
Understandable.
Understandable. I am on a journey to try and not die. It's which technically everyone is on a journey to die. I'm on a journey to not die. Okay, I'm trying to live forever. So the weird thing is that a lot of it talks about fasting, and it's like, well, this is the problem: is fasting makes $0 for anyone. That is just how it is, right? Because you're not spending money on food, you're not buying groceries. You can use the time of doing cooking, dishing, shopping for learning, rest, and all those other good things. So it's like it's counterproductive to capitalism. However, it is very good for your body. So you're like, hey, times are tough. Take up fasting. It's not a bad idea. Santa Barbara County Jail makes the best bologna sandwiches. Sir, I'm not going to say that you're wrong. I'm just going to say that means that bologna sandwiches can be considered good food, and I will fight you on that. Okay?
I think Jim might be the funniest person this episode.
Probably, yeah.
It's more than this even episode. Here.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like I've in general had a better relationship with my body in my 30s than I did in my teens and 20s because I am not living with a person who is constantly poking me in the stomach and saying I'm flabby. Mom. And
fair.
I'm doing fitness just by like living my life as opposed to like I need to go to the gym. No, just fucking bike to work, and I do a job that requires me to be on my feet all day. Done.
You know what? Hey, you know what you should do, Atlas, too, is you should get some of those grip trainers, just because while you're walking, you can just and it helps with your forearm. Forearms and calves have actually a really important part in your body health. It's weird. So apparently your calf muscles, developing your calf muscles is actually really important to how your body processes insulin. I didn't fucking know that.
No, I didn't know that either.
No, it's fucking, apparently they're like, oh yeah, if you work out your calves constantly, you have a less likelihood of diabetes. I'm like, what? They're like, apparently it uses, it being furthest away, it really steals as much of sugar and takes it out of your bloodstream to use it because it's constantly, like your calves are constantly working, right? So it's the same thing. Like you can't
This is what we would be talking about while like stuffing our faces with pumpkin pie.
Yeah, 100%.
Theoretically, of course.
What else? So this Thursday,
my calves are awesome. Yes, Victoria, they are. I don't know what they look like. Are they?
No, Victoria actually has incredible legs. Yeah, I'm not even a leg guy. She has incredible legs. It's one of those things where So this is the thing is next Thursday. So I'm traveling to Florida to see my mom. On Thanksgiving, they have turkey bologna sandwiches. That is a step downward, sir. That is a step downward. So I'm leaving from Charleston to drive to Florida tomorrow. So we're going to be in Florida for Thanksgiving, which is on Thursday. So we're planning on making a chicken, and I'm trying to figure out dessert. What else can I make other than pumpkin pie? So I was thinking a lemon meringue. Is a lemon meringue pie Thanksgiving-y or no?
That feels too summery. I think if you're gonna do like apples good, cherries good, something with pear. Katie made a like caramel pear pie for her like pie sale stuff is fucking amazing. But like think like autumn fruits, right? Apples, pears, that sort of thing. I don't think cherries are, but it fits thematically, I think.
Yeah.
Caramel pear pie. Do you want me to see if she'll give me the recipe? Because it's
carrot cake as well.
Carrot cake is also good. Carrot cake's a good option. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I got to figure this out. I'm we're trying to figure out what to do around here, even because we want to see a bit of Charleston, but at the same time, I'm exhausted from driving. Such a 20 hours
here until you leave again.
Well, I'm like in the United States.
No, in Charleston.
I'm leaving tomorrow.
Oh, okay. So you have a day, but you're also exhausted.
Yeah. That's why it's like, damn. But we're trying some food. I think we're gonna.
Does she drive?
No. Hey, she doesn't drive, and she doesn't navigate either. So I have somebody handing me snacks, which is good. That's an advantage. But yeah.
I know. So, It's so weird.
But yeah, so now I'm trying to figure out. I think we're gonna go get crab for the afternoon for lunch,
also good.
Just because. Yeah, well, we're right by the water, and I'm trying to see the positive Tino. Yeah, hey, I tried. Okay, still need a navigator. Yeah, especially on a 10-hour drive.
She's your passenger princess, as Katie likes to put it.
Yeah. Which is something that should be stricken from history and all of the universe. I'm a passenger princess. Boom! And you just burst into flames. It's
I don't know. Katie likes to do. She sent me a video where it's like when I want my husband to see me as a dainty flower, and I talk like this, and then it's the scene from Goodfellas. Funny how? Like I'm a clown, like that shit. I was like my mafioso passenger princess.
Accurate. Yeah.
Yes.
No. She
will whack a guy for sure.
Yeah. There's no question there. Fancy coffee.
What are you so happy about?
She's just living his life.
She is living her best life as a dog. I'm taking her to go see my dad after this.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. What?
No, I was gonna say Victoria asked about your dad the other day, just how he's doing.
What about him?
Just how he's doing.
He's doing okay. He's doing good.
Yeah.
I talked to him yesterday, and he was like, "I love your newest episode, the predictions one from last week, or this week, I guess, at the time we're recording." But he was like, "You should have had me on," because I was there for a lot of that. I'm like, "Well, I can't do that anymore because we've already done the episode, but we can in the future." And he's like, "Maybe." Okay, helpful. I guess my dad is a very kooky person at this point in his life.
And I feel like that's something that you just have to let happen. Speaking of, like, look, Thanksgiving is the time when you make sure to invite the weird family too, because you're like, we need a little bit of activity. Like, there's otherwise we're all just gonna be in a turkey coma and just lying there. You know?
I asked my students earlier this week for one of their like bell ringers, who's the crazy person in your family that comes to Thanksgiving? And a couple of kids were like, I don't have one. I'm like, you ever hear the phrase, if you can't tell who the sucker is at the poker table, it's you? I'm like, what? I'm like, just sit with that for a minute. And then I was like, okay, joking aside, if you don't have one, make one up.
Sure.
Tell me about this. Yeah. But yeah, it was kind of fun reading the kids who turn theirs in. But...
You got a class full of the weirdos.
Every class has weirdo kids. Like,
oh yeah.
It's kind of like, what's your chaos class as a teacher? They're like, I don't have one. Yes, you do. By virtue of you have more than one class, one of those is the most chaotic of those.
Yeah.
Therefore, you have a chaos class. And also, who's the weird? There's always a weird kid. There's always a kid who wears a suit, right? Like, not in your class necessarily, but at every high school, there is a suit kid. Always.
Yeah. That's, man. Wait, when you say suit kid, you mean like for a thing they wear a suit, or that they wear a suit normally?
They just wear a suit as their normal attire, or fancy dress. I've never seen a girl be a suit kid. I've never seen like, oh, I wear like, fancy ball gown, not ball gowns, but like fancy dresses. It's always a boy who's like, I wear suits. In our case, he dresses like he's an extra on Boardwalk Empire. Like he's got the newsy hat and everything. We had a suit kid in our school. Exactly. One of my best friends in high school dated the suit kid.
Jesus.
Yeah.
How did that go?
Not too bad, actually. I don't think it was that bad of a relationship. Obviously it didn't last or anything, but
well, yeah.
Yeah.
His priority was fashion. That's fair. I get that.
Good job, suit kid, for always being present in every high school for some reason. Did you ever? Are there other like archetypes of kid that you think are present in all of them? Like, there's always goth kids.
Yeah,
that sort of
metalhead, dopers, the ne'er-do-wells.
In our case,
yeah.
Apparently, they've the dopers aren't like, oh, you go out on the loading dock with a joint after school or whatever. They're just going out during class and doing it in the bathroom. And I'm like,
yeah,
you guys are idiots. Like, that's so easy to get caught. Well, you think it's not going to smell? I don't think that, doing the dryer sheet with the paper towel tube is going to fix that. No.
Hey, none of it works. No. It's
yeah.
In all honesty, just go on your lunch and smoke a joint. It's fine. You can leave school property, come back, get over yourself.
No, they can't.
You can't. You guys can't leave school property? Why?
No, so the way it is partially because of the ice raids, where like they're trying to prevent that from happening at the school, but also
you guys can't educate your own citizens. Why are you stretching yourselves like this? It doesn't make any sense.
Anyway, the way the school is designed is the parking lot goes the length of the school down the side. So during the beginning and end of school, they just throw open the gates and allow people to come in and out through the side. But during the school day, they're all like clamped down. And then that does not allow really any movement in or out. And it's not a very like, oh, I can hop the fence. They're really tall and very visible, unfortunately. And our school, you could always tell which side was the teacher's parking lot, which side was the student's parking lot. Yeah. It also borders a park. So like you're parking your car and there's someone walking their dog, or there's someone with their kids or whatever.
And you can tell, Audis, Lexuses, and Jeeps, the expensive cars were not in this teacher parking lot every time.
Of course, yeah. No, this is in the valley, so you definitely have the rich kids with like it's very much a thing.
I gotta ask, Atlas, do you educate people in a prison of some sort? How? So you're not allowed to leave the school during the day? Like that's it? Like you're locked in?
No. If you need to leave early, so like for example, when I went to go get my tooth fixed, you have to sign out and then leave. You can sign back in if it's like I'm going to a doctor's appointment, I'll be back later. But like it has to, there has to be a record of your coming and going.
So jail. Okay, hold on. I don't mean to be overly critical of this. This is just such a departure. Remember, like I was in high school over 20 years ago. Okay? Right. So, and at my school, I remember going back and they're like, hey, did you check in that you were visiting? And I'm like, get fucked. And they're like, well, you should. And I'm like, who cares?
Okay.
What am I'm not doing anything illegal.
The visitors have like a little yellow patch sticker thing that they got to wear.
I came back visiting and I was wearing a hat and she's like, take your hat off. I'm like, I'm not a student here, fuckface. Don't talk to me. Okay, you're beneath me. You're just a teacher. And he was like, I would not. I'm like, I'll smack the shit out of you. Yeah, it wasn't. And I had him for, he knew exactly who I was. I'm like, I don't even go here, man. What are you talking about?
Now I kind of want to do that. I want to go back to my old high school. Oh, wait, my high school burned down. Okay, can't do that.
Well, luckily, they gave $100 million. It should be constructed sometime in the next 47 years, Atlas. You'll be fine.
I guess. Right now, they're in the old Sears building, so it still exists, just not in the building.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, like the old Sears on the 3rd Street Promenade in Santa Monica is where my old high school now is, that I used to go to. Anyway, yeah, so when I was in high school, that now, defunct campus, how it worked was the street next to the school was way up here and the school was like down, like it was like a big ivy wall that was a curve, and then you had the fields and the rest of the school and all that. And the street would do this and then come down the side of the school. So if you wanted to leave, you either had to go out the front, which there's a bunch of security guards that can't do that, or you had to climb the ivy wall. And if you could climb the ivy wall, you were a legend because it's a scramble. They see you going up the wall and like will make attempts to stop you. So you have to run up the side of this ivy wall and then hop a fence at the top of that to get onto Sunset Boulevard. So I tried to do it and got caught once, and then one friend of mine managed to do it. But like every time it happens, it turns into like a go like from everybody.
Like from
everybody
Batman,
can see it.
Like when Batman tries to climb out of the jail, like Christian Bale, because like then they're like, "Go, freedom, come on!" And then he dies. Yeah, okay, that's fair. Yeah, I get it. Yeah. I would just leave the school. I would drive away, pick up lunch, come back, go for a little drive, go hang out at somebody's house.
At said old school, the seniors were allowed to go do that. Like you were allowed to go off campus for lunch.
Now now students aren't allowed to do that anymore. Like
students aren't allowed to do that anymore, even though we have like stuff around us, and also the teachers aren't allowed to do that either, which is annoying. I know, it's ridiculous.
I think you work in a prison, sir. I think they may not have told you you work in a prison. That is alarming.
I think it's probably like a liability thing or something, but it's very frustrating. The other teachers and I who are at that back part of the campus, we have brainstormed ideas of like, how do you hop the fence or how do you get out with unseen? And either get lunch or run an errand or something, especially during your conference period where it's like, I'm not doing anything anyway. Yeah. That said, they're like, oh, what if we need you to cover for someone or it's a fire drill or something? I'm like, okay, fine, I guess. But like,
I mean, like, so this is the thing is like, I understand, like, technically you're being paid for that time. So you should be there. I get that. Yes. But your lunch is unpaid. You should be able to leave the bill. Like, that's stupid. Like, that's not. Yeah, no, that is very much a little bit. Yeah.
And it's not even a school where it's like, oh, the teachers have lunch duty. They have people for that. They have like campus aides who that's their job is to do that. I got one of them for Secret Santa, and it's like, who the fuck is this person? That's the problem with working at such a large school is they're like, ooh, Secret Santa. I don't know who Edith is. I'm going to try because they write down their interests and stuff like that. But
can I hold on? So do those people have to wear like a security guard uniform and stuff like that or no?
Just one of those like reflective vests and a hat. That's it.
Oh, okay. So rent a cop. Gotcha. So you know what you're going to buy? And this is a cool thing that Victoria and I bought when we went for our trip to Hong Kong was it's a clip or a little, you could put it on a little lanyard, but it's a little motorized fan that blows air. Like you could put it like on your pants, under your shirt, down your top, and it just cools you down. It's good for the summertime. So do you get, oh, that's a good question. Do you get demerits if you leave the school? Yeah, how does it work?
What the fuck is even a demerit anymore? It's like getting written up, I guess. But
yeah, same equivalent, I guess. Hold on, yeah. So that sucks for the school nowadays. We can go for lunch, go shopping, and go back. I used to schedule my time in my final year, so I had huge gaps for work and fun. Yeah, no, I would just bounce, be like, go to the convenience store, grab whatever.
Yeah, right? There is something to be said there about like the infantilization of children. Sure, I get that. But I would love to ask, some of the old head teachers that have been there for like 10 plus years, because 15 years ago, that's when I'm in high school. That's when I would have been a student and would have been allowed those freedoms. So like, when did that start going downhill? The pandemic? Before? I'm not sure.
I just don't understand the like. This is very Thanksgiving-esque. We're like, I just don't understand why people are doing this stuff. It's like it just doesn't seem logical, right? You're like, this is the thing is, as soon as you're 18, I can sign myself out, right?
Yes,
I'm an adult. That is standard universe over. So it's like, hey, like I was the thing, I'm signing out. Well, we have to call your parent. I'm like, I'm 18. Like, well, we still have to. I'm like, you can do nothing. Give me the paper. I'm letting you know
Yeah.
I'm leaving. That's all
I
we're
think the
doing.
idea is so kids don't sign themselves out every day to avoid a class or something. Like that's very much a thing with
So
teaching seniors.
sure, but
Yeah.
why are they avoiding the class in the first place? Like that's like my thing is like my dad. Remember, this is my upbringing. Was my dad didn't get mad that we got into a fight. He get mad if we got our asses kicked, and he get mad if we missed school. Those are the two things that were important. Like number one, don't lose. Number two, you don't get suspended. You're supposed to go to school. That's what you're there for, right? So if they're not going to class, that seems like a question of why aren't you going to class, right?
That's the thing though. A lot of parents just don't
Just
like
don't get.
they're not involved with their child's schooling from the beginning or afterward, and you can very much see it with a lot of the kids. Like you could be like, oh, Gen X parenting caused iPad kids. I'll also if I take that position though, you're gonna kick my ass. So I'm just not gonna say that.
No. Like hey, bad parents cause that. It's not.
Sure.
So it's not.
Yeah.
I think it's generational because, like, look, there was people in my generation. Like, look, I was raised by my television because I would come home, TV.
Yeah.
Right?
My mom's. We have a whole Latchkey Kid episode, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So, but then, like, there were other people I went to school with that were just very diligent in their work. And my dad wished we were very diligent, and he would get angry that we weren't diligent in our homework. But also, he raised us so we were smart enough that we could get by without doing homework, which was counterproductive. Right. So it's like, hey,
yeah.
Like this was the price of being able to critically think on your feet and just like come up with an answer. It trains you for an entire life of, if I wanted to, I could deceive anyone, no problem, and I can bullshit my way through any situation. But am I going to do my homework? No. Why? Because I don't care. It's stupid, right? But now I look back and I'm like, oh, it's actually really good for your memory and training and stuff like that. There are advantages and reasons for it.
Yeah. Well, it's just part of the whole, your brain, your frontal cortex isn't done growing and all that stuff. And
sure,
fine. But yeah, so either culturally or generationally or whatever, that's just a problem that teachers deal with now. Is a lot of kids just being like, "Why do I have to? Why I'm not gonna?" And like, you have to try and make the intrinsic motivation for them. And usually the intrinsic motivation is, I don't want to get punished by my parents, but if parents don't punish or at least get involved with their kids' schooling, because it doesn't always have to be punishment. Just fucking ask your kid how school is and like, can I help, or talk to me about your just something instead of being like, we're in school.
You're in it, right? So let me ask you this. Do children not realize that they need school to make money? Is that they're like, nope, I don't need that?
I don't think they put it together because, like,
listen, you are definitely working at a prison because these are not smart. Like, what's going on there, bro? How do you not connect those two things? Like,
it really bums me out that when I ask students, what do you want to be when you grow up? And a lot of them are just
rich.
Like, I want to be rich. I'm like, I don't. How? Which is sad. That's like, capitalism evil. Throw one on the board from Atlas.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But they also don't seem to get like, school helps me do that.
Does nobody? I gotta ask you. Does nobody tell them? Like, is it a secret? I don't. Those kids are going to.
We tell them.
Those kids are going to be OnlyFans.
I think it's the funniest. The funny part of that is the kids that have that take are usually boys.
Yeah,
which is probably not going to go so well for OnlyFans.
No. It's going to be a guy with all these fans going, I don't know how this works, but if you guys are into it, it's fine. Just
yeah.
No, friend. That is not how it goes.
A lot of them aren't. There's less of the like, I want to be an influencer take over time. Like that's been. I feel like the whole social media thing is starting to. As we go on.
I'll be honest with you, Alice. When I tell people that I'm monetized on social media, do you know how often people are like, "Oh, you're an influencer"? I'm like, "Go fuck yourself. That's not even a thing." Okay, I don't influence jack shit. I just do stuff and I'm a content creator. That's all that I do. It has nothing to do. I influence absolutely no one, no person. No
Are
person
you
is
trying to,
influenced by what I
are
do.
you, if you want to increase your view count and want to make money, I'm like, I'm just doing it because I like to do it. I don't want to.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I
It's the
like to
same.
do.
Hey, it's the same with comedy. I do comedy for me. Has nothing. Oh, are you
Are
a
you a
couple?
couple? Probably.
No.
Probably.
We are both married to real women, not your new school women, old school women.
I feel like that makes it worse for us, but okay.
Maybe. Yeah.
My
they beat us
girlfriend
up.
lives in Canada. Wait, that's him. Fuck.
Oh God. It's not.
We walked right into that one.
Yeah, I mean that's fair.
Ah.
No, it's
Net
but
game,
it's
how about giving us a sub if
yeah.
if you feel like it?
Don't be so selfish. Hell, if you
Mhm.
want, you can send me money. Dina the Genetic Marvel. I'm here, and I am
Yeah.
for sale. I kind of I'm waiting for because I'm slowly growing every social media, and I'm waiting for some restaurant to be like, hey, can we give you some money for them? I'm like, yeah, you can do whatever you want. I'll take your money. And then I'm like, yeah, but if it sucks, I'm going to tell people. And I love women that
Yeah.
cook and clean. Well, sir, I'm a house husband, and he gets summers off, so you are in luck.
And I am a house husband during the summer, and like
there you go.
yeah. And even not during the summer, I do the dishes and the laundry. Seems fair.
Yeah.
She cooks, I clean.
Okay. Here, let me ask you this. I like doing the laundry and dishes. I feel that it's very cathartic. Like you just kind of because you're just going through the process and your mind can wander, and you're like, I'm washing the dishes. Like,
I think because it's the same process every time. There is no variance like cooking is, where it's like and you also don't have to come up with an idea. It is dishes need to be done. We know how it's done. Laundry needs to be done. We know how it's done. We do the thing. Oh my God, we're on the spectrum, aren't we? Oh fuck.
Listen, I'll be honest with you. The amount I enjoyed looking at the SS Yorktown, I was like, I'm definitely autistic. That is, yeah.
You're like these train schedules.
Listen, the amount of times that I've had issues, and I'm just like, I think I'm definitely autistic. I don't know if it's a generational thing, but if people are like, hey, you want to check out a train? I'm like, fuck yeah, man, train. Yeah. And then it was like helicopter. Oh, it's fucking cool. It's I'm like,
I don't know
cool.
The urbanist part of me is less about the train schedule and more about like building the city. I loved playing The Sims as a kid, right? Where you Sim City, That was the fun shit.
Victoria likes SimCity. I liked playing Caesar 3, where you had to build an economy, but then you also had to employ people. You had to have prefixtures. Then you had to build an army, and you had to conquer places. You had to defend. Like I enjoyed running an entire civilization.
I did that with Age of Mythology.
Yes.
Yeah. Age of Mythology was my shit with the you'd play the Norse, and because they get favor through battle, you just send all your guys to attack, and then that lets you do wacky god powers. Loki, OP.
I was Age of Empires I would play. There was another one where it was like Age of Empires, but like the next one, and it ended up where you could get like nukes at some point, and that's how you won, because you could just nuke everyone, and I would nuke everyone. Like I was like, I can make nukes. And you're like, oh no. Yeah.
You're messed up in the head. SimCity 2000 rules. I loved it. Yeah. SimCity was the best.
Yeah. I never played SimCity. I Caesar 3 and Age of Empires. Those were the ones that I liked. I like the idea of building a fully functional environment. But yeah, and then people are like, you could do that in Minecraft. I'm like, I will stab you directly in the face if you suggest.
Or
Minecraft.
Even worse, like I wanted to play Risk with my sister and my brother-in-law, and they're like, we can play Settlers of Catan. I'm like, fuck your Settlers of Catan. It's just asking people for things over and over.
Hey, Victoria, her friends are like, let's play Settlers of Catan. I'm like, this is horrible. You want to play Risk or Axis and Allies? I would like that.
Risk is the shit. I love Risk.
The problem with Risk is it ends up being a 27-hour game. You don't want to ask what do we not want to ask net game? Yeah, we want everything. Subscribe to all of our channels. Okay, how dare you not? We are hilarious and gorgeous all the same time. Okay. And listen, if anything, obey Bison. He has commanded you. I'm feeling very fat, Atlas.
I think what I should do is like track my hairline progress by watching like the first episode of Generation Dan and then now, and like how bigger is my forehead between one and the other.
Don't do it. You
Don't do
won't
it.
be happy. It's going to listen. You should only do that on a day that's already ruined,
Yeah.
and then you're like, well, I might as well compile it, and then okay,
Gotcha.
tomorrow's gonna be a good day.
Yeah. It's like with what's it called? Like that's the only day I buy lottery tickets. Like if I'm having a shit day, either it continues to be shit or it makes it a whole lot better. It's never done that yet, but
Victoria's bragging. The person who got you that shirt is rather special.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, our wives are the best people in the world.
Yeah.
Like
my wife, well, I explained to people that my wife is basically a saint, but her only claim to sainthood is putting up with me. So it's like, kind of like, yes, but I'm giving it to you.
Makes wonderful confections, is a lovely wife. I think she has a pretty good claim to sainthood.
I mean, she's going after your insurance payout the right way. Let's be honest.
Yeah. I try and put my hand in the sunbeam to make it like, oh. Yeah.
All right. That's fair. I'm standing behind a light to the same way. Saints only need to commit one miracle. Well, yeah, make a miracle happen, Victoria.
So wait, learning about like Catholic saints with they get their sainthood through some horrible thing. What if there is a Saint Dino and a Saint Atlas?
Oh God.
What is the horrible punishment we get put through? And what are we saints of? If that's the case. Should probably have an actual Catholic on this show. Jehovah's Witness. Secular horrible. Jew. Yeah.
I mean, we might have to change this show and just be like talking religion with people who aren't religious. It's great. We got.
Well, wait, that's every podcast. That's every podcast. We asked the non-experts to be experts about this one particular topic. He said, "Not being an expert."
Great idea.
Yeah.
No. What do we listen? My wife refers to me as Criticles most of the time, which is both Greek and because I'm very critical about everything. And I'm like,
the saint of critics. I like that. But
I mean, such a cute couple. You're welcome.
Thank you. I don't know. Maybe I'm the saint of like sodas or urbanism. Critically, that's such a cool way to spell the word. I probably get hit by a car. That's how I become saint of urbanism. Fuck your cars, more trains.
I feel you should definitely be the saint of trains. You should be the saint of intercity travel. Like that's it's
protected bike lanes everywhere. Like I keep watching this channel where it's like they call it like dirtbag urbanism, or where like you just kind of do it yourself and then hope they don't fix it, or if they do it, it's like the people who keep repainting the rainbow crosswalk in Florida and then they keep undoing it and then they keep repainting it, like that kind of shit. Where like I wonder if I can like put bollards down on the what's it called, on the bike lane, so then people are forced to be
listen
separate or something.
You can make a bike lane on not the main street. Simple solution. Now you have a fully functioning bike area and a fully functioning. Why do you have to put them together, Atlas? Make them separate.
I agree. Like that's what they do in the Netherlands. Is like they're their own thing.
Yeah, they do it in Germany. Yeah. This idea that bikes should be on roads. Get that shit out of here. They deserve their own pathway, not with pedestrians, because I'll tell you what, the only thing that unites pedestrians and car drivers is a hate of cyclists, because they're the worst.
So like the way to do it with the infrastructure we have now is they do it in parts of LA where they just put the parking spots further in and then the bike is next to the curb and then baller, done. Like that's all you have to do. But to make a whole ass other road for it takes some time.
It doesn't. We're just slow and stupid. Because I'll tell you this much. Remember, China has developed an entire transit system going all over China in a matter of 10 in 10 years, and we're sitting here. I'll tell you, we have it's called the Eglinton Light Rail Transit, the Eglinton LRT. It has now a comedian said it's been under construction for 15 years now, and so he held a quinceañera for it.
That's funny. I like that.
It's very funny, and I hate him. Yeah. He's a really bad person, so I hate him as a person. But it was a really funny joke. Yeah. Okay. So the funny thing is that the reason. So right now it's done, but they can't have it work. So the whole thing is it has to work for 30 days with no alarms going off, and then it can be opened. And it can't. So every time an alarm goes off, we start back at day one, and it's got to run full system running for 30 days with no alarm. So every time if there's an alarm on day 29, back to the beginning.
Oh my! It's like the sign where it's like days since an accident, and you gotta
100%. So now they're like, we're gonna start another one. You're like, hold on, assholes. You're $8 billion over budget. You're 10 years over time, and you want to start another project. How about you get a shovel and a meter stick? That's it. Dig the whole thing yourself, you son of. Because remember, the guy in charge of it got a raise. He was making $500,000. Now he's making $800,000 a year. That person needs punishment. He needs to go to jail.
Fuck that guy. But also the thing where it's like, okay, we got to finish and then start. No, do multiple things at once, and then it all kind of connects together over time.
While I agree that you should be doing multiple things at once, if they can't do one right, why am I giving you more tax money? No. Do it right. Get a system that works, and then yes, we could do more. But you suck, so don't. You know. Victoria says in Germany though, pedestrian and bike lanes are perfect. Yeah, separate.
Yeah, I agree. Aren't part of the road; they are part of the pedestrian lane. That's great. I think that should be the thing.
Right? There's a very important part there, and everyone follows the rules.
Well, that's very German of them. Yes.
Yeah, it's very German of them. And you know what?
We follow the rules.
The rules are there for your protection, my friend. Okay.
The rules are there for your protection. We follow them to the letter. Not like that, but the good way. The good way.
Yeah. Victoria, it's pretty dumb. I feel like they aren't fixing problems. They are adding band-aids every time. 100%. Essentially, it's transit system made out of band-aids, which are like, this isn't going to last. It is horrible. Also, they even planted grass in certain areas. You're like, why would you pave it, you moron?
So not on the, what's it called? For bikes and stuff, but for like train tracks, like you see it, I can't remember what city, I want to say Oslo, where they have it on the train tracks and it helps like dampen the sound of the.
Right.
That's
so
cool.
You would think that the only problem is they've put these lanes in the middle of the road. Okay. So you have a barrier, then you have grass. Okay. So now you have, number one, no area for anyone to go in and maintain the grass. Number two, you have somewhere that is definitely going to collect snow in the wintertime, creating mud area, which is also going to destabilize that area. Nothing good. Like they're very much building it for some other place. Shouldn't be grass. It just shouldn't be grass.
Okay, I think we're thinking of two different things because this is like flush with the street. There's no like raised part. It's just
none of it makes any sense. I'll be honest with you. It's what? We got to go back to the horse and carriage, everyone. Abandon your cars.
Well,
all petroleum needs to be banned. The hell with progress.
Yes, but also I don't want to have poop in the street forever. So
I want all the poop in the street, and everyone should buy shovels. I'm investing in the shovel market.
He's the weird uncle. Anyway, thanks everybody for watching Generation Dan. What's your favorite kitchen table thing to bring up at Thanksgiving? Leave it in the comments below. Follow us at Generation Dan. They should have horse diapers. That's not a thing I would have thought of. You can follow me at Atlas Novak, where fine social medias are found, or my other show, Nexus at Night, which is streaming on YouTube every Friday night, 7 p.m. Pacific, except for this coming week and next coming week, because it's Thanksgiving and then a huge Vanguard tournament. So the week after, then we're back on. You, sir.
Right here, Dear Legendary Marvel. You can follow me as I travel through the United States. I'm going to be doing some pretty cool stuff. For today, I'm in Charleston. Tomorrow, I'm going to be in Florida. I'm doing stuff in Florida, and then I'm traveling back, doing shopping, all sorts of fun stuff. So follow me everywhere. But if I see you in public, we'll fight. You don't want that. I'm bigger than you. So be respectful. In the meantime, enjoy the rest of your Sunday, everyone.
Bye, everybody.